I'm so over dating and just dating black men. Like, I'm over it. Like, black men just can't get my time no more. I've been dating black men my whole life, and honestly, it has gotten me absolutely nowhere but fucked. Like, it is just BS. I'm so over it, y'all. I started dating Asian men out of nowhere. I literally was dating an Asian man for a whole week. We went on dates straight. Courting, gentleman, just everything. Older, established. Like, these black men be on the internet flexing like they got it so good. They got it. They got it. They swear they got it. The moment you ask them for some money, it's a problem. It's this that. Like, why are you out here flexing? But you can't even give me 1,500 off the rip when I ask you. Oh, babe, can I have 1,500? Oh, it's excuse. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna send it soon. Oh, yeah, I got you. Never sends it. Then, oh, something came up. Blah blah blah. Like, what? I can't ask you for 1,500, babe. My two car seats in the back together are over $1,000. I can't ask you for 1,500. What am I gonna do with you? Pass me the CEOs. Pass me the men who want to have a wife and children and a home. Like, not all this flexing in the club every weekend. Not all this BS. I'm so good. I'm so good. I'm so over it. Like, please keep it over there. Stop approaching me. Thank you.
Where do we start? Where do we start here? Um, I think one, I think the obvious caveat I'd like to start with is when black men are saying that they're done dating, black women, and they sort of get vitriol for saying just leave. You don't have to bash anyone on your way out, and I agree with that. You simply close that door for yourself softly and go about your business. But again, it's popular right now to talk bad about men in general, especially black men. That it's somehow the fault of black men that you're going after the ones that are flashing themselves on the internet and not understanding that all of that, what you see on the internet, is a lie. Not understanding where your value proposition lies in terms of dating. If you were dating Asian men and going on dates every week, I don't think that was the issue. The issue was when you wanted $1,500 that that a black man said, I'm not going to do that. I think that was the larger issue here. Not that you weren't going on dates, or not that he was black or Asian, just you wanted money from a man and he didn't give it to you. Whatever excuse he made, it wasn't in line with the persona that you assumed he had from lying social media. Before we continue to do a deeper dive into this, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Check that notification bell because YouTube does what YouTube does. Now, this video is important because it sort of highlights how easily we ignore our own sort of self, right? When we're not paying attention to where we are in, say, just a social dating market, when we don't understand what our value proposition is to the larger market. But we have a platform, we can complain, and we can paint with a large swath, and then you will get this create this echo chamber where people come in and simply, respond to that same thing with their own personal examples in their life. This is the current state of social media. This is the current state of the dating side of social media. It's popular to tell men that they ain't shit, right? Black men in particular, it's very popular to denigrate them, to make them sound as if they're useless. Okay. And we ignore the very real consequences of that. Like, it's almost as if we may have this assumption that men, and I'm keeping it at men, that men are somehow, um, this statue, this unfeeling statue of bronze or granite, and you can simply unload whatever you feel, whatever you want, however you feel, to them in any sort of negative light, and then they're still supposed to be around. They're still supposed to now ignore all that, somehow find their better and best natures and court you and give you the life that you want. It's akin to what married men have been saying for such a long time about, you just, want to keep the peace so you don't fight. You just endure the nagging and you're there. Well, men are looking and saying, before I get to that point and extracting myself from the situation, it becomes more painful than it's worth, just not going to engage. I'm just not going to engage. That's all. The error with this sort of thinking is that it also paints with a large brush. It paints women as a whole and say, don't engage with the women as a whole, rather than we need to have more nuanced sort of looks at these takes. You're this woman, pretty woman, single mom, two kids. Like she says in the back seat, my strollers together, cost X amount. What does it have to do with any man that you're dating today? What does that have to do with any man that you're dating today? How is that his responsibility, or why does that sort of thing sort of have to become part of his psyche and say, yeah, I should give you $1,500 off the rip because you simply asked it. Even if we take that the flexing on social media is real, that is his money. That is his money, right? That's what he earned and how he decided to flex it and use that, right? But we know probably more of the truth that real money isn't flexed online. Real money isn't shown online with money phones, money sleeves. It's not real money doesn't do that. And because we have this associative thing with real money and character. When you first get your hands on money, the first things that you're probably going to do is exactly what you've been trained and indoctrinated to do. I've got my hands on this capital. It's not real unless I show it off, unless I show it off to people, to social media. People have to know I have this so they know my status is increasing. They should treat me accordingly. I should get the baddest of the bees because here I'm making money. I have the proof of it. This is who you're dating. This is who you're sort of trying to attract and ask for money. But, and even if we keep all that being fine, right? We keep all of that saying, fine, this is fine for you to do. Nothing is wrong with this. You're ignoring the real thing that these men have no obligation to give you money because you simply demanded it. It's not how any of this works. If you want to be in a position to demand a man's money, two things. You either help him make it, I mean, intrinsically help him make it. You're part of the process, like 50% owner of whatever mechanism helps him make that money. Or, you be married to him, not dating. We we somehow jumped over, we've had the conversations about chivalry and protection and provision, and then painted all men with such a large brush and saying, all men, that's the job of men. He's supposed to be fried. When I first meet him, I should have my hand out and I should be entitled to receive what I'm asking for because of my own personal circumstances. You have two kids, so your needs aren't I need my hair or nails done. No, your needs are larger. You need $1,500 on demand whenever you need. That's what you need. It's not what that man needs. It's not what that man even needs to give you or provide for you. Now, if you think, like she stated towards the end, the CEOs and the people that could do this without sort of issue, oh, you're not finding them in the same places, the same avenues that you're finding these other men that are flashing money online. If you find a CEO that's flashing money online, it's probably just a solo entrepreneur doing whatever. That's not real how people with wealth kind of move. The people that could do this without a blink, that could give the 1,500, but you still were left with the same proposition. If the man flashing money online and basically lying or just using that to get attention, why would the man with real money do anything different? Why would he just say yes? With your value proposition in the dating market, why would he say, yes, I want, yeah, of course. You guys don't have the same, you don't have the same sky. That's really what it comes down to. And of course, there are men on the opposite side of it that don't share the same sky with many women that still have the same demands on them. That would be a different video, not this one. But sometimes you have to be devil's advocate. Sometimes people forget that even if it's unsaid, we get what we're saying here, right? We're addressing what she said, but we're trying to be objective and understand that some people don't rate the attention of others in the sexual dating market, not in the intrinsic value of a human, just dating market. If you disagree, let me know down in the comments. If you see videos on your screen, take a look at those. And of course, if you haven't subscribed at this point, I'm just going to ask you why not. But before you answer, make sure you subscribe first. I'll see you in the next one.